Foreign Minister Winston Peters is travelling to New York this weekend for a UN General Assembly session recognising the 80th anniversary of its founding. He'll also attend a two-state solution conference in regards to the Gaza conflict and state New Zealand's position on a Palestinian state. Here's senior political reporter Herald.
Winston Peters says engagements with other world leaders will help finalise the country's position on recognising a Palestinian state. That question will be discussed at the UN on Monday and comes after New Zealand said recognising Palestine was a matter of when, not if.
Russian warplanes have violated Estonian airspace in a move described as unprecedentedly brazen. Estonia says the fighter jets entered its airspace without permission and stayed for a total of 12 minutes. In a statement, Estonia's foreign minister said Russia's increasingly extensive testing of boundaries and growing aggressiveness must be met with a swift increase in political and economic pressure. Revelations fugitive father Tom Phillips had access to at least 8 firearms while on the run from police. Phillips was killed in a police shootout last week after almost 4 years of hiding in Waikato bush with his 3 children. Emily Ansell reports.
Police Acting Deputy Commissioner Jill Rogers says police recovered 3 firearms from the incident scene and 5 more at Phillips's 2 campsites. Suppression orders, injunctions and investigations mean the weapon types can't be released. Police are expected to investigate how he gathered his stockpile, whether they were purchased before going on the run or if they were provided by supporters.
Thousands are expected to turn out to nationwide rallies and marches in the latest fight for pay equity today. Over 20 events for the Women's Day of Action are planned after the government's pay equity changes earlier this year. Council of Trade Unions Secretary Melissa Ansell-Bridges says the government's cancelled pay equity claims have affected around 180,000 people. She says today is about highlighting working women whose rights are under attack.
We've been fighting for well over 100 years for this. We're going to keep on fighting until we've got a genuine pay equity system back in New Zealand.
The school holidays have kicked off and so has the weather for some. Last night the streets of Bethlehem and Tauranga were blanketed in an incredibly thick layer of hail, with some even questioning if it was snow. NIWA has warned an atmospheric river is expected to hit the country in the coming days, bringing heavy rainfall. Met Service has also issued warnings and watches covering most of the South Island, with winds forecast to reach 140 kilometres an hour in some parts.